everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today my topic is about animal reproduction. Animals, especially mammals like us, reproduce very similarly. Compared to other animals who lay eggs, they use a different type of animal reproduction. There's two types of animal reproduction. One is sexual reproduction. That means it uses two parents to form a whole new animal. Asexual reproduction is using only one parent to make an exact replica of their self, which makes a clone or a smaller version of the parent. Chicks hatch or reproduce very differently. They start out as a tiny egg. The yolk is what feeds the chick. So by the time it's ready to hatch, which is about 21 days, the yolk is all gone because it's fed all to the chick. So claws and feathers are all formed. This is how a human reproduces. First, there's this egg cell, and a sperm has to go inside and make it fertilized in order for the embryo to form and it to go down into the uterus. There's also different types of animal reproduction. Mammals need placentas, which is a temporary organ in pregnancy. This placenta helps the baby a lot. It keeps the baby safe because it feeds oxygen and food to it, and it also delivers waste back into safe from the baby. Mating can involve different parts, but sometimes the animal has to stay inside a mammal's body for a long time in order for all the parts to develop. Eventually, the placenta will fade after the baby is born because it is no longer needed. It is only for the baby. Animals, especially parents, will give certain amounts of concern for their babies. For example, some after hatching, like birds, will just keep their young for a little bit amount of time before letting them release off into the wild. But meanwhile, bears will rear their young for a long time, 2 years, until they can go off to the wild by themselves. Humans need a long time to develop because we have to learn how to talk and communicate to the rest of the world. We need to learn good behaviors, and all the way until age 18, we still need parents to survive. There is also a lot of learning going on after an animal is born. Some animals might not need a lot of learning because they have natural instincts. Geese are born with the instinct to fly over south in the wintertime because it's too cold. However, fox cubs need their mother because they have no natural instincts, so they have to learn certain behaviors and hunting habits. So the time varies between the animal and the parents and how long they stay together. Like humans, it's about 18 years. In the womb, or when the baby is still in the mother's tummy, it can take from a very short period of time to a long period of time. So this decides how long the animal lives. For example, an insect called the mayfly only has to live a few hours because its life is easy. After hatching from a larvae stage, it only needs to find a mate and reproduce. After that, it is not needed anymore and it dies. An elephant might take 2 years for its calf to fully develop in its womb before they can let it out. Elephants will usually have calves every 5 years, while chicks will have them every month. A giraffe is also pretty large, so the calf inside the giraffe has to stay longer than, for example, a gibbon, which is like a monkey. and a monkey's baby only has to stay inside the womb for about as long as a human's, which is 9 months. Clones are animals that are the same as their parents. As I told you earlier, asexual reproduction leads to this. That is natural. But for example, scientists have developed them in laboratories. Recently, we have had Dolly the sheep, which is very famous for being the exact replica or clone of its mother. How scientists did this is they took an embryo from the mom and they planted it into another animal, which made it fertilized, and then it came out as an exact replica of its mom. So all the features are very exact. However, identical twins are very similar, but they are not clones of each other. For example, some may have spots or moles somewhere while others may not. So identical twins might still not be similar or exact. These are a picture of tiger cubs learning how to survive on their own, and each parent has its different level of teaching the cubs. A male lion just sits there while the female lion does all the hunting and caring for the cubs. I think animal reproduction is very similar to ours because, like us, mammals need to reproduce their babies in a womb before they can let it out. Thank you for listening. I think animal reproduction is so cool, so I hope you like and subscribe to my channel.